Welcome back. Tis the season for Northwest pears. Yes, fall is the perfect time to try out some of your favorite recipes using that locally grown fruit.
Almost all pears in America are harvested here in the Pacific Northwest. Kind of cool. They are a nutritious and delicious way to improve your diet, especially considering it is National Diabetes Awareness Month. So with that in mind, we're going to talk about why they're a great option. Got a recipe to share from Jim Morris with the Pear Bureau Northwest. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Nice to be here.
So we were talking a little bit during the break, National Diabetes Month in mind. Sometimes people think fruit, oh, that's not a good option, but pears actually can be a healthy ingredient.
They can be because they are a nice high source of fiber. They're one of the best fruit sources of fiber that you can get, and that makes it a low glycemic index fruit because it slows down the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream.
So you're not going to get that blood sugar spike that you could get with some other fruits that might be a little less diabetes friendly.
Well, and you're going to be posting some videos, it sounds like, in collaboration with this Diabetes Awareness Month to show people some healthy recipes they can use with pears.
That's right. Throughout November, we are partnering with a number of nutritionists, diabetes-specific nutritionists who are registered, and they are creating a whole series of recipes that cover everything from desserts to chutneys to soups, all kinds of different recipes all throughout the month, including World Diabetes Day, which is a World Health Organization holiday on November 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's perfect time to be talking about pears because this is when they are just like in season.
Tis the
that
season.
Fall fruit coming in. What kinds of pears are we working with here today?
So in the crisp, the best kind of pear to use will be one that has a more naturally firmer texture because it will hold up to the heat in the oven better than a softer pear like a Bartlett.
Okay.
So good pears to use in a baking application would be a green Anjou, a red Anjou, a Bosque. Those would work really well in those types of recipes.
Okay, and you showed me this trick. I've used it at the grocery store every time since when I go shopping now to see if a pear is ripe. You do the little check the neck,
we
right?
call it check the neck.
Yeah.
If it gives too gentle pressure up at the neck, similar to an avocado, then you know it's ripe.
Okay.
Oh.
So I think, judging by this one, maybe one more day. What do you think?
It's pretty close,
Pretty
but
close.
everyone prefers their ripeness at a different level, right?
Okay.
Some people like a green banana, some like it a little bit yellow. So pears are similar. People
mine
have
on the
a different
sweeter
sense, but the good way to check to see where it is to check that neck.
Yeah,
Okay,
do a little press
good to
part.
keep in mind. Okay, well, you brought in a crisp here for us this morning, which I'm not going to pretend like I'm not very excited to
Travis is
try.
like, move
I was
on
like,
to
we
the
need
food.
this.
Okay.
But what are some other foods as well that because when I think about using pears, I'm gonna be honest, like this is pretty much exactly what I think of.
Yeah?
It's pretty diverse.
Oh, I
though.
think charcuterie plate.
Oh, really?
Pears are incredibly versatile. You can use them from anything like a smoothie at breakfast time, on your oatmeal, to a soup, to a baked dessert. They're great in cocktails. It's like morning to evening. You can use a pear
really use
in
it
so
all the
many
time.
different things.
I love it. Well, we've got a nice crisp today.
Shall
so
we?
tell us about this recipe which you put together.
Yeah, of course, it has the star ingredient is the pear. That helps make it a diabetes-friendly dessert. We like to say pears are a sweet you can eat.
Love that.
Especially helpful for people who maybe have been newly diagnosed and are a little bit unsure about what they can safely eat.
Sure.
And they're always surprised to know that they can still enjoy a nice sweet dessert.
Well, I am one of those people, I mean, I don't have diabetes myself, but when we were talking about that, I was kind of surprised to hear like, oh, we're going to be showcasing a crisp,
dessert?
while we're talking about this. But that proves your point there. It goes to your point of the pear is versatile. And what is the quality there that allows it to be still used in this case?
It really is the fiber content to slow down that absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This recipe is also a low sugar recipe, so there's not as much sugar as you might normally taste.
Honestly,
I love this time of year.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that you cut back on the sugar because it's still really naturally sweet with the pear. You got that cinnamon in there.
Can we eat like this every day?
Oh my gosh.
Delightful.
Fall is the best flavors. It has all the best flavors.
It really is. Okay, if somebody's looking for their favorite pears out there, of course they can find them in the grocery stores, but where can people really find that favorite locally grown Northwest pear? What do you recommend?
Really, in any of our local grocery stores are going to have an abundant supply right now. It's the time of year where most of the varieties can be found easily in the grocery stores. Some crops, of course, are smaller, so they're going to disappear sooner. But this is really the best time of year at your local grocery store to find just about any variety that you're interested in.
This is so yummy. Jim, we got to get you a fork out here.
I know, it sounds Tell me how to get.
You can just use the big spoon.
I can, yeah,
you
I
know?
shovel it in, right?
Yeah, dig right in there.
Probably doesn't.
I'll take a little bite.
I was like, I want a scoop of
Perfect.
ice cream with this so bad, which I know probably changes the diabetes
Hey,
plan.
you could also, if you've got diabetes, you could go sugar-free. So there you go.
There you go.
Jim, some great ideas. Thank you so much for joining us. If
Golly.
you want to check out this pear crisp recipe and see some other awesome pear ideas for more ways to enjoy Northwest pears this fall, head to usapears.org.
All right, I'll take this next read so you can keep eating
why, thank
because
you.
that is